If you want to be more efficient and effective while running your business with more inner peace than working on the core of your issues instead of putting on a band-aid is vital. Welcome to the Business Brain Podcast.
I'm your host, Esty Rapport, and here to help you improve your 28 cognitive functions, the 28 things that make up thinking. In each episode, we'll discuss a real-life challenge, why you might be struggling with it, and give you practical strategies so all areas of your life will improve. Now, multiple businesses over the past 2 decades. Yet one problem that kept on coming up over and over again was employees not doing work correctly. Jenna tried to give over all the details and make sure they had everything they needed, but for some reason, she still kept on hearing from her employees they didn't know or didn't get the information. Once, Jenna was on a call with me where she was sharing how this happened again. She even opened Slack to show me that she sent all the details, only to figure out she never actually sent all the details. What we discovered was Jenna thought she was sharing the information with her employees, but not always was the information actually shared. By improving the thinking skill that was getting in the way, a problem of over 20 years was instantly solved. If you're experiencing something similar, I'm here to tell you you do not have to struggle forever. In this episode 491 of the Business Brain Podcast, I'm going to share with you the exact steps of what you can do to have your own transformation. But first, if you're looking for specific exercises to improve specific thinking skills, I've got you. Your essential guide to cognitive functions is super easy to understand, super easy to implement resource on each of the thinking skills. You'll get a better understanding of where your thinking skills show up in your life and ways for you to improve it. Snag your copy at lifefixuniversity.com/guide. While you are doing any task, you, without even realizing it, are using your 28 thinking skills. When the thinking skills you need to use are strong, doing the task happens easily. The thinking skills you need to use is weak, doing the task will be a challenge. The struggle that Jenna had came from a weak thinking skill of being precise. In last week's episode 490, we spoke about precision when it comes to getting information. In Jenna's case, her challenge with precision was when giving information. Here are 4 things we did to help Jenna improve precision, especially when communicating with her team. Number 1, because Jenna was a verbal processor, she talked a lot in order to process the information and come to a conclusion. This would often leave her employees feeling confused about whether she was giving information or just trying to work things out. We had Jenna start every conversation by first sharing whether it was processing time or was instructions time. This way, everyone was on the same page. If midway through they would go back to processing time or Jenna was ready to give instructions, she'd tell them, okay, that was processing. Now I'm going to give you instructions. Here she is being precise in what she wants from them. Number 2, after giving instructions, Jenna would repeat the instructions a second time. This way, even if Jenna felt like she gave it over already once, there was another chance for her to say it. This helped a lot, as in the beginning, there would often be discrepancies between the first time she gave the instructions and the second time she gave the instructions, and created space for her employees to ask clarifying questions, which brings us to number 3. Jenna used to get really frustrated with her employees for not following instructions. She now understood it was simply because they didn't have all the information, and she created an environment where questions were not only welcomed, but celebrated. This way they could get cleared immediately. So anytime someone would ask a question, she'd literally praise them and celebrate the fact that she's asking a question. Employees wanted to ask questions to get that clarity. Number 4, I had Jenna double check all her work, not only when she was talking, but also in what she was doing. This way, precision was improved in all areas of her life. Precision is the only thinking skill that comes up twice. Last week in episode 490, we spoke about improving precision when taking in information. Today, we spoke about improving precision when giving over the information. Both types of precision are highly related to motivation. The more motivated you are about something, the more likely you are to be precise about it. Your challenge this week is to double check that, make sure that you're getting the right information and giving over the right information in every format. So whether that's talking, texting, email, I don't care what it is, make sure you are getting the right information and that you are giving the right information. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye for now.
That's all for this episode of the Business Brain Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please share it with 2 of your business friends so they too can gain from it, and you'll be helping us reach our goal of 1 million downloads by the end of 2025. Cheers to peak brain performance.